What's going on, everybody? It's Jay. Welcome back to another podcast episode. Apparently our former president is going to be arrested tomorrow, so that'll be fun to look forward to. No, I'm just kidding. Let's be honest. Is he actually going to be arrested? No. Is he going to be indicted? Most likely. But yeah, let's talk about that. So, as I'm sure you guys know, Trump fucked Stormy Daniels. I think it was in 2006 after he had married Melania, which would be considered an affair. It's funny, both him and Bill Clinton will literally fuck anything with a pulse. It's absolutely insane. They both cheated on their significant other, man. It's insane. But what happened was Stormy Daniels, she wanted, because Trump, you see, he's been flirting to run for president for years on end. It wasn't just he ran in 2012 and it was unsuccessful, and then he ran in 2016, and then, that's when he actually won. No, he had been trying to run for president since about 1988, and then when he slept with Stormy Daniels, she threatened to come out with information about an affair. Sorry, my fucking roommates are yelling right now. She threatened to come out with information that he had had an affair with her to make money, because why not, right? It's a great opportunity to make money. But Trump was like, but it didn't. But Trump's 2012 campaign didn't work out. So in 2016, so what does she do? She threatens to be like, okay, you know what? This dude's running for president, so why don't I make some money out of this? Why don't I blackmail him into giving me money? Otherwise, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to come out with a story that this motherfucker was banging me when he was in the midst of his relationship with Melania, which he still is. Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter. It would still be considered an affair, and that would hurt his reputation, which, by the way, it wouldn't, because you all remember Pussygate, which happened like a month before this dude got elected.
I better use some Tic Tacs just in case they start kissing her.
Yeah, if that's not gonna knock somebody over, I'm not exactly sure what will. You wanna know why? Because he doesn't give a fuck. Trump does not give a fuck. But nonetheless, Michael Cohen, the fixer, as I like to call him, he's sort of Trump's Winston Wolf, if you will. He actually paid Stormy Daniels, I believe it was $130,000 to keep her mouth shut. And so she did. And what actually happened was Trump, after he had got elected and when he was in office in 2018, he paid Cohen back for the money that he paid her, the $130,000 back. The $130,000 back, and they had framed that as what the hell do you call it? A retainment agreement? Yeah, that's it, a retainment agreement, which basically means it's like a working contract where you pay somebody in advance so that they can work. But the problem is they use that as a cover-up for the reimbursement, which would actually be, I believe, a misdemeanor. Actually, yeah, it would be a misdemeanor. It's not an actual felony. It would only be a felony, or like a very serious crime, if they were using it to cover up another crime. So, by law, maybe Trump shouldn't be indicted for it. However, under Manhattan law, it's going under grand jury right now. They're actually going to vote on it as soon as today, I believe. Because at the time I'm making this video, it's actually Monday and not Tuesday. I'm going to upload this tomorrow. It's really late right now. I wanted to do this earlier and get it uploaded, but I just don't have a lot of time. Anyway, and I believe under Manhattan law, they can't hit you on a misdemeanor after it's happened by 2 years, and they can't hit you on a felony after it's happened 5 years. So the only thing they can actually hit Trump on is if he broke campaign finance rules. It so happened that Cohen was actually, I mean, obviously the dude's a shady character, not a very good guy. He got thrown in prison for a few years for tax evasion, fraud, breaking campaign finance rules. And then, of course, he tried to spin it on Trump. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. And he just looked completely pathetic. And, he's out of jail now.
Do you believe that an indictment is imminent? I do.
Okay. And when do you think it can happen? Sooner rather than later?
Let's all hope it's sooner rather than later, because everyone needs to be held accountable. Yeah. Everyone needs to be held to the same standard of the law, and that includes former presidents.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael.
Good to see you,
appreciate
Don.
it. Come back, please, if
Anytime.
something does happen.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, what could happen if Trump is indicted? That's the thing we're talking about right now. So, if he is indicted, which I actually think he will be, the chances of him being arrested are actually very low, because guess what? Once he's indicted, then we're going to have to wait like a year for trial, and they're going to decide whether Trump's worthy or not to be flown over from Mar-a-Lago if he refuses to actually go, and then he could be extradited, and then DeSantis is probably going to say, oh no, he shouldn't be convicted of the crime, so they're going to let it go, and he could be sent out on bail, and it's just gonna be a whole. I don't care what happens or how it happens. It doesn't matter. I really don't think he's going to prison. Does that mean I want him to go to prison? I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I think it would be funny. I'm not even saying what he did was an actual crime, because I don't know the detail. It's hard to know all the details. Because it's being taken up by grand jury right now, so it's hard to say whether or not he actually committed a crime in the first place, but I mean, I think it would be funny. Here's the scenario I'm imagining. Can you imagine if this motherfucker gets thrown in prison, and by the way, he can still run when he's from prison. I mean, it would be hilarious, because think of it this way, just allow my mind to
try winning this round.
Run wild for a few moments. Trump gets indicted, and because the media is so invested in it, he gets more attention. And the trial, most people think, they're like, oh, this trial's so unfair, because you know what? The deal is, when the media treats Trump poorly, when they go after him, sometimes unfairly, a lot of Americans will be like, fuck it, the more popular he gets, and that's why they voted for him in the first place. But nonetheless, he gets more popular, he gets thrown in prison. Oh, that's fucked up. I love him even more. Imagine a scenario in which they're debating each other. Biden, instead of going to the debate, is in his grandpa chair. He's like curled up in a blanket. He's stuffing his face with ice cream. On the other hand, you have Trump in his prison cell with like a pet turtle and a shank while like stabbing somebody. He's stabbing Hillary with a shank while he's in prison, and he's got his pet turtle, and on the other screen you have Biden curled up in a blanket stuffing his face with ice cream, and they're debating each other. That's what I so want that to happen, but I know it just won't. I'm telling you, man, SNL is going to have a fucking field trip with this whole thing.
Just try.
I'm imagining them coming up with like a scenario in which Trump actually is arrested. He has to do the perp walk. He gets a mugshot. He's in prison. He's doing all these other crazy. They're going to have so fun with it. They're going to have so much fun with it. Let's see. You know what? Why don't politicians' names show up in the search engine? I don't understand that. Wait, PolitiFact. These are not real photos of Donald. Did somebody make up actual pictures of him being arrested? I want to see these. What the fuck are these? Okay, so I'm not sure whether or not this is the full first tweet. It's on MSNBC. It's just quoted right now, but I did find a picture of the second one. So here we go. Quote: "The far and away leading Republican candidate and former President of the United States of America will be arrested on Tuesday of next week," Trump wrote on his social media site, Truth Social, early Saturday morning. "Protest, take our nation back." I'll get to that part in a minute. It continues on. "We just can't allow this anymore," he wrote. "They're killing our nation. As we sit back and watch, we must save America. Protest, protest, protest." Notice how he's saying protest. I bet you somebody's going to take that out of context and say, he wants to start a riot. He's trying to start an insurrection again. He wants to have us break into the Capitol or break into the Washington Monument. He wants us to attack the World Trade Center. It's outrageous. I guarantee you there's going to be people that are freaking out about. And honestly, listen, let me explain what I mean when I say this. I honestly think there are people on Trump's side that are actually going to commit violence if, God forbid, he's actually arrested, even if he's indicted, because he's saying protest, and some stupid, I'm sure plenty of stupid Trump supporters are gonna misunderstand that and actually commit an act of violence or an insurrection. But you can't blame Trump for this because he's simply saying protest, assuming he means peacefully, which simply means like Trump supporters saying, "Oh, we won't stand for this. We're gonna be loud and boisterous. You shouldn't be doing this to our former I mean, that's literally what he's saying. So the mainstream media can't pin the fact if there's violence on him. They just can't. But yeah, nonetheless, here's part 2, unless I already read it there. Oh, wait, no. He talked about Stormy Daniels in the first one. Trump hit that. Hit is very generous. I'd say more like pathetic thumb, but whatevs.
Let me restart.
Where the fuck is this thing? I can't find the fucking tweet. Am I gonna have to go on Truth Social to find this thing? I can't even find a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have Truth Social, by the way. Here he is. There we go. He tweeted this 2 minutes ago. It is being said that disbarred lawyer Michael Cohen was put out to dry today after his highly... Let me take a screenshot of this, just so I have it. All right. Was put out today to dry after his highly respected former attorney and legal advisor, Robert Costello, made a great impression not only on the DA's office, but the grand jury itself. He's known to be a great lawyer and highly honorable man. He stated to the media and he could no longer listen to the lies that Cohen was spreading. He told the truth with papers, with documents, and backup. He left zero doubt the DA will do the right thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's me.
Okay, here's the full tweet. It's time. We are a nation in steep decline, being led into World War III by a crooked politician who doesn't even know he's... I'm sorry, but that's funny. That's true. But who is surrounded by evil and sinister people who, based on their actions on defunding the police... I mean, yeah, I'm not for that. Destroying our military, open borders, no voter ID... inflation, raising taxes, and much more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he has like a couple good points in there. I mean, I don't agree with all of them, but you know, still, and much more. Can only hate our now failing USA. We can't allow this anymore. They're killing our nation as we sit back and watch. We must save America. Protest, protest, protest. Volume 2. Now, illegal leaks from a corrupt and highly political Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crime, and whose lead is funded by George Soros, indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven, and based on an old and fully debunked by numerous other prosecutors, fairy tale, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former President of the United States of America will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. I'm turning into Kimberly Gargoyle, whatever the fuck her name is. That's what this reminds me of as I'm reading this. Protest, take our nation back. Where's the horse face tweet is up here. Oh, here we go. Biden wants to pretend he has nothing to do with the Manhattan DA's assault on democracy when, in fact, he has stuffed the DA's office with Department of Injustice people, including one top DOJ operative from D.C. who is actually running the horse face, that's Stormy Daniels, witch hunt. You know, it's so funny. You know, I'll finish this. Bragg is a Soros racist and reversed who is taking his orders from D.C. I beat them twice, doing much better the second time, and despite their disinformation campaign, they don't want to run against Trump or my great record. My God. I mean, I guess I only have one thing to say about it. I find it funny how people were making fun of Stormy Daniels for saying he has a mushroom dick, and they called her out for it. And she was like, you know what? Fine, I won't say it. And then he immediately calls her horse face. And then she's like, mushroom dick, mushroom dick. Yes, this is our politics, and I love it. I love it. I really do. Yeah. So, here's my opinion. I think Trump will be indicted. Will he go to jail? Fuck no. This is going to be a long, drawn-out thing where the media is going to go in on him. I mean, we've done this dance before. They're going to keep going after him and after him. Plenty of the American people think it's unfair. Trump is going to become more favorable in their eyes. He might become the nominee. It's going to be him and DeSantis. I don't see any of the other Republican candidates getting on their own 2 feet and really gaining momentum. I think it's pretty much a two-way race, at least it looks at this point. But do I want this to happen? No, I want to see Trump go to jail because I think it would be funny. That's it. I don't even know if he committed. I mean, truth be told, I'm kind of in the category of people that doesn't think he actually committed a crime. But whatever, that's fine. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. Yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.